Hi there, it's John here from the Lifestyle Development Team at East Ayrshire Council, and today I'd like to offer a gentle chair exercise class, especially for those of you that are shielding at the moment. You may be not able to leave your home or leave your garden, but as long as you can get a nice sturdy chair, nice solid back on it to give you back support if you need to, then that's all you need. Sturdy chair and yourself. And what I'd like to do today is just a short video and a short workout with you that involves a bit of flexibility, a little bit of strengthening, but mostly flexibility and mobility, just to really get the joints moving. And for those of you that are shielding, I would advise you to do, this kind of workout, maybe a few minutes of this every day, or at least every second day, just to keep those joints moving. So before you do start, just be aware that if you have any unusual aches or pains, that's something that's not usual for you, maybe it's not the best time for you to be starting this kind of exercise programme. If you do feel any pain during any of the exercises that we're going to do, I'd like you just to ease back out of those exercises and avoid them. And if you're getting continued pain, even with other exercises, then I'd like to ask you to stop. And we don't want you to work through any pain that's going to cause any damage, So you should maybe feel the muscles working, maybe the joints starting to loosen, maybe your body temperature getting a little bit higher and your breathing rate increasing. But it won't be a really intense workout. It's just a workout to keep you moving and keep you going at home. So I'm going to get started now. So find your chair, sit on your chair and hip walk your hips forward towards the front third of the chair, and then sit tall. We'll work on posture first, so sit tall, draw the shoulder blades back and down, have the sensation of the shoulders moving down the back, so the shoulder blades are pulling down the back, and the back of my neck is long and lengthened, have the sensation of drawing the chin in, which helps to lengthen and stretch the back of the neck to start with. Okay. And now that you've got into that position, just try and observe that your feet are nice and flat, firmly on the floor. And for those of you that maybe don't spend a lot of time sitting in this kind of chair without back support, that might be a challenge for your abdominal area already. So we're going to just sit for a few moments and notice how that feels to sit in this position. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable and you get a bit of back pain sitting in that position, there's no reason why you can't get a wee cushion and just prop it in behind your back for a bit more support. So if you need to, get a little cushion and give yourself a bit more back support. Good. So when you feel ready, we're going to start warming up the body and mobilising the legs and arms and shoulders just by coming into a gentle march. Now you might want to march just with your hands on your thighs to start with, to start activating the legs. This is all going to be chair based today. I'm not going to give any alternatives for standing at all, because the purpose of this is to give you a small routine that you can do in your chair. So you keep marching for me, please. So all chair based today. And you're marching at the pace that feels comfortable for you. Anytime your back feels a bit achy, you might want to ease back and sit back in the chair, take a little rest and join back in when you feel ready. And remember, your cushion is an option, a little cushion behind your back just to support you. For those that are comfortable, we could try bringing the arms in now. So the arms and the legs are marching together. And of course, if that starts to get a little bit uncomfortable and you need to stop again, please stop when you need to. And if at any point you get a little bit lightheaded, dizzy, again we come to a stop and we take a little breather. And if it feels a little too much, you maybe just want to end the session wherever it feels appropriate for you today. So you're doing well. So we should be feeling a little bit of warming through the body. warming through the legs and the arms. And perhaps that you start to feel the leg muscles, the hips, the shoulders and arms starting to work now. Yeah? Let's do another few seconds of marching, you're doing great. And we're going to finish marching there. So just take a little breather there. Make sure your feet are nice and flat and even on the floor. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to begin to roll through the shoulders. Initially, just lift the shoulders up to the ears. 4 or 5 times, just to start activating through the shoulders. Hands are still rested on my thighs at this point. And now from our shrug we're going to go into a roll. So we'll lift the shoulders, roll them back, let the hands turn forward and then just drop them. So lift, roll back, allow the hands to sink. Let's do that 2 more times and you should feel the shoulders starting to mobilise with each one. Very good. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to extend just one hand to the side. Keeping the posture tall, we're going to just gently reach over and back up tall. So I keep my chest lifted, even though I'm bending through my waist here, yeah? Perfect. These are called side bends. My palms just turn forward because it keeps my chest and my shoulder nice and open here. Changing sides. So I take my hand to the side and I start to bend. Posture tall, chest tall. Yep. And we'll do 4 of these to the other side, yep. Very good. Bring the hands back onto the thighs there. Keeping the posture tall, we're going to stretch through the spine next. 2 options. Either take both hands to the same leg, twist to look over the shoulder, or one arm comes away, reaches for the chair behind you to help increase the twist. And then release and change in the other direction. So if both hands were here, we would just twist and look over the shoulder. Yeah? Let's do that again, a couple times each side. So perhaps keeping both hands on the thigh or taking the other hand to the back of the chair to gently increase the twist. These are stretching through the lower spine. And one more time. Very good. Sit up nice and tall. Set those shoulder blades back and down. Yeah? Have the sensation of keeping the chest lifted, tuck in the chin, lengthening through the back of the neck. And when you're ready, let's come into a march again. Very good, everyone. Perfect. So hopefully you feel nice and warm and you're starting to loosen. You're doing fantastic. We're probably about halfway through the workout now, okay? So you're doing really well. So everything that we've done so far is activating your heart and your lungs, encouraging the big muscles in the body through your legs, arms and shoulders to work, encouraging a bit of flexibility and mobilising your joints. All good for you. So excellent, well done. So from here, I'm going to take my hands down onto my thighs, and you can't see my feet at the moment, but all I'm doing is I'm tapping my heels forward. So very straightforward. I keep my chest lifted and I tap my heels forward. Yep. So I'm just lifting and tapping my heel forward. Let me just move back a little so you can see. Just lift and tap. Good. And just a few more times. Very good. And you should start to feel muscle activating through the legs here, perhaps. Yeah? And then sit up nice and tall. Just allow the toes to tap. Just for a moment. I'm going to reposition the camera here so you can perhaps see my toes, hopefully. So let's come back into your heel taps again, yeah? So I'm just tapping the heels forward, but this time if you can, see if you can curl the opposite arm up, yeah? Heel taps, arm curls. So building a little bit of strength through the arm with this movement too. And again, we're keeping our chest up tall. You're sitting in the front third of your chair. Very good. Perfect. Last one. Excellent. And just come into a nice tall seated position. Take a breath. And we are going to change. I'm moving back just a little further so you can see my toes and my posture here. So this time I'm going to take some taps out to the side. So I lift my knee and I tap my toe out to the side, then back to the middle. Yep. And then the same on the opposite side. So we're working through the tops of the thighs again. We're challenging the hips, keeping the posture tall and straight. Chest lifted, shoulder blades back and down. And feel those muscles through the thighs working, really challenging them. If you feel that's quite intense, maybe you can just limit your range of movement and go just a little bit narrower than how I was lifting. If you can, if you get more mobility, you could take those feet a little bit wider, take them a little bit further, whatever works for you. And then take a wee moment here, a couple of deep breaths. I'm going to continue that same movement, but this time, see how it feels to add in an arm movement. So see how it feels to draw the arm up to the side. And I'm just gently bending that arm as I lift it. We're not going to go any more intense than this. Yep. And we're keeping that posture tall and straight. Tall posture. Good. Last one. Excellent. And we're going to have just a wee gentle march there. I'm going to centre myself up a wee bit more if I can. Just a little gentle march again. I think my camera's in a slight angle here. So well done everybody. Come to a wee stop there. Bring your awareness down to your toes. And I hope you can see them. All I'm going to do is push up onto the balls of my feet and let my heels go back to the floor. So pushing up onto the balls of my feet and drop those heels back. We're going to go for up to 10 times if you can manage it. 4, very good. Just continuing to lift the heels up. Yep. And 3 more should do, so that should get us to 10. Perfect. Take a breath and march those feet again. Doing very well here. And remember, you don't need to use the arms, you could just be using the legs to march, yeah? You could take the hands away if you feel the arms are getting a bit tired, which they may be at the moment, particularly at this stage, okay? Really well done. Come to a wee stop there, take a breath. Posture tall. Come back to this posture. So tummy slightly tighter, chest lifted, shoulders back and down, chin drawn in. Sit nice and tall. I'm going to take the hands out to about shoulder level. And we're going to tap the heel forward and press both hands out, then return the feet back together. Opposite foot, tap the heel out, bring the feet back together. So your foot and your hands are moving forward at the same time. We're trying to maintain that tall posture, yeah? Trying to avoid moving the torso, yeah? Torso stays still. Very good. And this time we're activating into these muscles here, the chest, the shoulders, the arms, upper body strength. Just a couple more times, we're almost there. And last one, Good, and just have a gentle march or toe tap and give the shoulders a bit of a shrug. Fantastic. I'm going to move back in a little bit closer. So well done everybody. So as you can see, I've just come back to a march. I'm going to do a little march just now, just like we did at the very start, and then I'm going to go through some stretches with you. So perfect. So from here, come to a stop, sit tall and reach the hands in behind the back, as if you're putting your hands in your back pockets, and squeeze those elbows back. And what you should feel is the chest opening up here and stretching. Nice deep stretch through the chest. Very good. And we're holding these for at least 10 seconds, but of course they can be held for much longer, up to 30 seconds. And you can progress these over time. Well done. Gently release the stretch there, stretching into the upper back. We're going to reach our fingers together, link them, or place one hand atop the other. And I'm going to reach out in front, tucking in the chin. I'm going to turn side on so you can see my side view. So I sit tall, I keep my tummy pulled in nice and tight, and I just roll through the shoulders, feeling the stretch through the upper spine. Fantastic. We're going to stretch through the lower spine this time, so same as we did at the start, but we're going to prolong the stretch this time. So reach the hand to the opposite knee. This hand can either stay on the thigh or reach for the back of the chair, and then gently twist to look over the shoulder, keeping the posture tall, chest lifted. Returning to the front, hand to opposite knee, and then the hand can stay on the thigh or go to the opposite side of the chair. Twist to look over the shoulder, keep the posture as tall as you can. Returning to look forward. Let me move back for the leg stretches. So I extend one leg in front of me. I stay seated nice and tall, pull the toe back towards me. And the idea is that we're stretching through the calf muscle this time. So the toe is pointing up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, and your chest is staying up nice and tall, so your back's straight. We're going to let that toe drop away now, so the toe falls towards the floor. Sit up tall, with my two hands on my bent knee, and begin to bend forward at the hip. And you should feel a deeper stretch in the upper thigh this time. Perfect. And again, these stretches are all from 10 seconds up to about 30 seconds. Changing legs. Extend the leg out, pull the toe up towards you or towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Two hands on the bent knee and sit up tall. Feel the stretch in the calf. And then after you've managed at least 10 seconds, maybe a little more, let the toe drop away towards the floor, keep the chest lifted and bend forward at the hip, keeping the hands on the thigh. Perfect. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take the hand onto the same shoulder. Start to walk the fingers back so the elbow starts to lift, and then gently support the elbow and begin to walk the elbow back. Stretching through the back of the arm this time. And gently release. Changing arms. Fingers to shoulder and begin to walk the arm back. And try not to overforce this stretch. Just take your arm back as far as it wants to go. And release. Bring it back. And just to finish off, we'll give the shoulders a gentle roll like we did at the beginning. We're lifting the shoulders up, back and down. Roll through the shoulders. And now we're going to take the hands forward. Big breath in as we go up. And open the mouth, and a big exhale away. And again, big breath in, and out through the mouth. And one last time, big breath in and out through the mouth. And well done, everybody. So thanks for taking the time to do a little bit of exercise today. If you enjoyed this workout, maybe watch it over the next few days, get familiar with it, and it'll give you some ideas to do at home. Something you could do in a chair. You can do this outside in the sunshine as well, if you could take a sturdy chair outside with you. Okay, so you're getting a bit of fresh air and vitamin D too. If you have any questions about anything in this video, remember you just need to put a comment underneath it. Ask me a question, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, okay? So, well done everyone, take care, bye bye.